Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic, WWE 318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Clash of Champions 2019 review. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Clash of Champions has come and gone, and now we are here to give you guys my review of the show as we head on to our next pay-per-view event, which is going to be the Hell in the Cell predictions or pay-per-view event, obviously enough. Woo, Hell in the Cell, where we're gonna get The Fiend versus Seth Rollins. Spoiler alert, obviously, but still, woo, Hell in the Cell, woo, The Fiend is lurking. He's coming to Hell in the Cell, people. Woo, he's coming. Okay, here's all jokes aside, guys. We're here for Clash of Champions 2019 review and my rundowns, my thoughts, and my scores with all that shit. So let's not wait. Let's go into the show so we can just get on out of here. So, duh, because obviously, like I said before, Hell in a Cell is coming, and, you know, we gotta talk about this before we get to Hell in a Cell. It's coming up soon enough. So, obviously enough, guys. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Alright. First up, we have the first match on our rundown on this card, obviously enough, that we have down here, obviously enough, because why else would we be down here, obviously, is Drew Gulak taking on Vince Dorado, taking on Carrillo. Or, well, I forgot the dude's first name. Herberto, I think his name was. I do apologize for botching or not remember his name. So, anywho's, a 2-3 match for the Cruiserweight Championship. My prediction for this match was for Gulak to retain, but could and wouldn't be too surprised seeing Dorado winning it all, obviously enough. My prediction came true, as Gulak did win this match, and that means my prediction score so far up to start the show, 1-0. And my thoughts, as I noted down, were the following. Unfortunately, had the 2x3, which means I sped through it, obviously, on YouTube, on the YouTube feed. Cause you know how you had the playback speed on the YouTube options. I did that, so that's what I mean by 2x speed, obviously. So I did that since I was running behind on the show from heading out to the store before sitting down to watch the show, obviously. So I didn't really feel anything too noteworthy other than what you would typically get and expect out of a Cruiserweight Championship match. So nothing bad, but nothing too noteworthy either. So that's all I had to write down during this match for the Cruiserweight Championship. So let's move on. Next up was AJ Styles taking on Cedric Alexander for the United States Championship. After I kind of itched my nose there for a second. My prediction for this match was AJ Styles with or without the help of the OC, but wouldn't mind seeing Alexander actually win it as well, obviously enough. So, anywho's, my prediction still came true as AJ Styles did pull out the win, as I got myself 2-0 so far for this rundown. And my thoughts being, while a bit shorter than I would have expected, I still managed to enjoy what these two had to work with. But it just sucks they couldn't make it onto the main card for whatever reason. But, it is what it was. So, there you go. Great match, but I wish these guys had more time to work with each other, and I wish they were still on the main card versus being shifted onto the pre-show for whatever reason. So, but yeah, it is what it was, so let's move on. Next up, which was the start of the show, we have Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman taking on the team of Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. I hence that Bobby Roode, not Robert Roode, but Bobby Roode, for the Raw Tag Team Championships. My prediction for this match is for Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode to win it, to lead to Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman having a more reason feeling towards their match, to ultimately see who truly wants to win over the other more. And that the two just don't seem to be a legit tag team compared to how Ziggler and Roode could step up to be, that's a legitimate tag team. But still wouldn't mind or to be too surprised if they retained the titles, which they did not, as my prediction came true, as Ziggler and Bobby Roode are our Raw Tag Team Champions coming out of the show. With this being my score being 3-0, and my thoughts being noted down being great way to start off the show, crowd seemed all into it, and it ended up in a way where Seth and Braun both are ready for a battle later on tonight. Just the way I thought it would go. So there you go. Moving on next. We have Charlotte Flair versus Bayley for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Bayley to win, given WWE's hometown losers thing, take Cedric Alexander's loss earlier in the night, which surprisingly I didn't know he's from Charlotte also. So take that for an example. So he lost for the Styles in his hometown. My thought was Charlotte's from Charlotte, obviously enough, no pun intended, obviously. She's from Charlotte, so she's hometown, so WWE's thing is to say, you're in the hometown, you're going to lose. 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. So, there you go. So, yeah. But for Flair, not getting the win, so that track record for Flair not getting the win, obviously, over Bayley. But still wouldn't mind or be too surprised if she ends up getting the win after all. Which she did not, because Bayley ended up winning this match, as my score, was 4-0. And now my thoughts was, well then, that surely was something. Most likely a rematch will be made and go down on SmackDown Live, if not at Hell in a Cell. Only one way to find out, which my sub-note of that, obviously, was it did not happen on SmackDown Live. That following SmackDown Live after Clash of Champions. It did not happen. But most likely enough, it could probably potentially still happen at Hell in a Cell. We're going to have to tune in next month or in the next coming weeks to find out what's going to happen. Will Bayley and Charlotte Flair 2.0 happen at Hell in a Cell? We're going to find out. We're going to find out next time on Hell in a Cell predictions. So keep an eye out on that for that, and also for WWE programming as well. Obviously, so keep watching WWE content, and we'll see what happens as you're going to see me next time for Hell in a Cell predictions. So there you go. But still, moving on next, we have the Revival taking on the New Day for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. My prediction for this match was for the New Day to win, but this won't be the last time we'll see these tag teams heading towards the WWE Championship match, or will it? Only one way to find out. But still, my prediction still was incorrect for my first loss of the night, with my prediction score being 4-1. And my thoughts being, was kind of distracted by doing other means, but from what I saw out of this match, these two teams truly did show a great match and intensity when it came to the end with Woods. So there you go. While I was still doing things on the side, from what I did see out of this match, I enjoyed it for what it was worth, and these two did show some good stride and intensity, going towards the end of the match how the Revival treated Xavier Woods by the end of the match. So take that for what you will. So moving on. Next up, we have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. My prediction for this match was for Bliss and Cross to win, simply because 50-50 booking for this match's apparent built up. For the apparent built up for this match actually had. So, yeah. My prediction still came true, as the two did retain the championships, as my score came 5-1 still. And my thoughts was, meh. Wasn't too impressed with this match. Started with a mess with the whole 24/7 championship thing, and just never let the match recover and go anywhere from there. But this match, as I said before, wasn't really built up that much any other way. So take that for what you will. So there you go. Moving on next, we have The Miz taking out Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. My prediction for this match was for The Miz to win, despite Nakamura deserving a better title run and just ring appearance as a whole as of late for WWE as of late, obviously. But Miz has been seen as the punching bag of this feud, so it only seems about right for him to get his dues, and for that very reason. But wouldn't be too surprised if Nakamura retains his title, obviously enough. My prediction was incorrect, as I took another fall out of this show, with my score being 5-2, as Miz took the fall and lost his match. So, with that being said, my thoughts were, as I quote, Such great storytelling throughout this match, and with all such great moves and actions taking place when they needed to be placed. First thought the match was over with the first Kinshasa to the back of Miz's head, but only added to how much was left in the match as a whole. So, good job, these two. Good job. So, moving on next. Oh boy, moving on next, we have this one. Was Becky Lynch taking on Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Becky Lynch to win, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Banks got the win. Bayley, though, to mirror my SmackDown prediction with Bayley retaining to let the heel get their win and a face get theirs and win to have a mirror image. Becky gets her win, heel gets her win, and Bayley gets her win. Not Bayley, yeah, double Bayley. Bayley gets her win as a heel, and Becky gets her win as a face to keep both keep the championships as that kind of mirrored image for my prediction. So that's that idea going forward. I technically lost this match because Sasha Banks won this match via DQ with my score being 5-3, and my thoughts were coming out of this match, and I strongly quote, crowd was very much alive for this one. Totally had me hooked as well, especially with the mid-chair shot to Becky from Banks. Totally match of the night worthy, if not the match of the night. Possibly a continuing feud in the making. No, it is. It should, and it is, and it should be a feud to continue. Oh my, what a show this match was just overall. Totally worth a Hell in a Cell match if they build it up just right. Totally has made this show a bit more better than it was beforehand. So, yeah. So, what I mean by that, you'll see that in a bit. I'll explain that what I just said a second ago in a bit as we get to the final, my final overall thoughts of the show. So, stay tuned to that. But still, overall, mind blown how good this match was and how spectacular Becky and Banks were. After the whole post-match, speculation, obviously, the whole post-match beatdowns for both Becky. Yeah, well, yes, Becky, I didn't botch. I thought I botched, but I didn't botch. Becky and Banks, their post-war beatdown against one another after the match was over with. That led to the point being that Becky and Banks deserve to be continuing going forward and truly deserve a Hell in a Cell match if WWE does build this up right for Banks and Banks and Becky. I was about to say Bayley, but Becky. I am not going to botch those two together. No more. So, Banks and Becky. Hell in a Cell match. What's going to happen? Whether it's a Hell in a Cell match or not, whether it's a match inside the cell or just a match against those two, we're definitely need to see this continuing, WWE. Please do them justice. So, with that said, let's move forward. Next up, we have Randy Orton versus the Kofi Kingston. Yes, the Kofi Kingston. Not Kofi Kingston, but the Kofi Kingston. No, I'm playing. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. My prediction for this match was for Orton to win it. Just for a prediction, but mainly believe that this match won't have an end, as we'll have another DQ ending with the New Day and the Revival Brawl with these two. Now let's see if it comes true. Either case, I'm still hoping for Kofi Kingston to get the win, though. Obviously, no. So, like I said, my prediction put aside was Randy Orton, but I still was rooting and still wanting Kofi Kingston to win. But my main thought process was this match was not going to end correctly, fairly, and we're going to get a DQ between these two guys with the Revival coming in and Kofi Kingston's, New Day. Yeah, they're just Kofi Kingston's team. They're not a collective unit. They're Xavier Woods and Big E are Kofi Kingston's goons. No, I'm playing. The New Day and the Revival coming in to clash heads with each other with both Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston to have an overall big brawl. But obviously, that did not happen. Obviously enough. But obviously so. But instead, so all this bullshit aside did not actually happen, because obviously I lost this match because Kofi Kingston won this match. Thank God. Thankfully, so that was a good lose. But so as I said before, no big brawl like DQ ending after all. Lol. So like I said, so now all this shit all done, out of the way. 5 wins, 4 loses. My thoughts were as I quote. This match was alright for what it was worth. Lasted quite a bit because, oh my god, it lasted a while because, oh my god, why? 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 Anywho. But still an entertaining match to compare to what we got from these two at SummerSlam. So at least that's something to say versus what they had at SummerSlam. There you go. Alright, so moving on next. We have Roman Reigns taking on Eric Rowan in a no disqualification match. My prediction for this match was Reigns. Though I prefer to see Rowan get the rub, seeing as he's been showing himself as a good singles guy for the last week heading into Clash of Champions, no matter if it involves Bryan helping Rowan or Reigns, but also somehow can see Bryan healing up against to get WWE's Bryan versus Reigns match they've probably been waiting for a while now. So there you go. But either way, I lost this match because Eric Rowan got the win over Roman Reigns with the help of Luke Harper return. So no help of Daniel Bryan, but with the help of Luke Harper. Because obviously we got that very match, we got that very last thing on last episode of SmackDown where we have Luke Harper and Eric Rowan attacking both Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. So could this potentially lead to a tag team match at Hell in a Cell with Bryan and Reigns versus Rowan and Harper? We're just going to have to see what happens in the next coming weeks at Hell in a Cell predictions. Now, won't we? Okay, anywho's, my score, obviously, is a tie at 5-5, and my thoughts were, as I quote, unfortunately saw the Harper thing coming when briefly checking my YouTube descriptions earlier in the show, so I did see that coming up in the match eventually, unfortunately. Other than that, and besides a few moments of being outside the ring and some use of weaponry, I personally didn't feel this match really needed the no disqualification stipulation. But nothing bad, but nothing too special as well. So, take this what you will. Moving on. And now we are at the bottom of the tape, as we have Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Raw Universal Championship. My prediction for this match, finally enough, was Rollins to go into facing The Fiend at Hell in a Cell, and Strowman to turn heel at a post-match appearance of The Fiend. Which, one of those things did happen. Which one of those things will happen? Find out in a second. But anywho's, point being is, I won this match because Seth Rollins won this match with my score being 6-5. I normally can't do it because obviously while you want to, there's your 6, there's your 5. Take that what you will, obviously. But, so as I said, after I mentioned my nose, obviously, because go figure. Anywho's, my thoughts, once again, is, and I quote, could have been the linkiness of the show that made me just wanted it to end, but the match itself wasn't too far off than a usual Raw or SmackDown type match. But still gave the crowd a great match with them really wanting Strowman to get the title, it seemed. So take it for what you will. It seemed like Charlotte wanted Strowman to win the match over Rollins. Take that for what you will. Overall, nothing too special, but nothing too bad either. Obviously enough. And obviously enough, before I jump to my final, I keep itching my nose. What's wrong with me? It's not allergies, or is it? But as of right now, it's not allergies, because as of right now, this has been recorded the 2 days, the Saturday before Monday, the Monday as the starting of the fall, the first day of fall, and I am feeling as A-okay as possible. But did I just jinx myself? Am I actually going to have some early fall allergies? I just documented on camera. There you go. If I come out on Hell in a Cell kind of like all druggy, kind of sniffery, and kind of like eyebally, stuff like that, you'll know why. But most likely enough, knock on wood, it's not going to be the case. But still, knock on wood. So there you go. Oh, just aside. But still, as I had addressed before, one of those two things happened. Was a Braun Strowman turning heel and The Fiend coming out? No. Obviously, the obvious thing happened, obviously, guys. Braun Strowman did not turn heel, and the Fiend did come out and actually give Rollins a slight beatdown, really. He didn't really beat him down. All he did was just put Sister Abigail him and just freaking the mandible claw on him, and then he just kind of held him in the freaking murderous kind of way off the stage in the show off. So, there you go. The Fiend versus Rollins coming up at Hell in a Cell, obviously enough, is the lasting image we have on pay-per-view heading towards Hell in a Cell. But with that said, my total score of the show was, as I quote once again, was 6-5, and my over and final thoughts of the video is, overall thoughts, and I quote, while the show, to me, seemed like a very long and drawn-out watch, there were lots of great moments sprinkled throughout that made it a one entertaining one to watch. Totally can't wait to see where Banks and Lynch go from here, and totally am stoked to see where Rollins and the Fiend go from here. Actually, what they're built up towards Hell in a Cell, obviously enough. So, with this all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, take that for what you will. Clash of Champions to me just seemed like an okay show. It seemed kind of very, very long and dragged out, but overall, it still has good moments sprinkled throughout the show, as I said before. With note me saying it coming to you, obviously said enough. It was long, but still okay because it had some good moments sprinkled throughout the show to make it actually an overall good and watchable show. So, with this said, ladies and gentlemen, this has concluded once again my Clash of Champions 2019 review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it for what it was worth. And let's see what happens as we come to the spooky time of the year, as we welcome in fall once again here for the year 2019, as we come into the devil's favorite playground going towards Hell in a Cell 2019, as the Fiend and Seth Rollins go to war in hell for the Raw Universal Championship. What's all going to happen at Hell in a Cell, folks? What's all going to happen for the build-up of Hell in a Cell? We're going to find out as we watch WWE for the next coming weeks, now aren't we? Oh wait, so with this all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, overall, once again, I hope you all come to us trying to end this video once again, obviously enough. So overall, once again, guys, I thank you all guys for watching again, and I hope see you guys here next time for my Hell in a Cell 2019 prediction video. So with this said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get the heck out of here, and let's head towards go figure, in a good sense, let's all go to hell, guys, as we go towards the Devil's favorite playground for Hell in a Cell 2019. So with the said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sonic 318, and I'll see you in hell. Peace, guys.